With strong to severe storms moving through the area lately, some southern Coloradans might be worried about the weather during this year's U.S. Senior Open at the Broadmoor.
But as Fox 21 storm team meteorologist Megan Montero shows us, there's actually a hidden group at the event who's watching out for you.
I'm here at the Broadmoor for the U.S. Senior Open, and right behind me, take a look. Now, they're actually doing practice rounds for today. However, while most are going to be keeping an eye on the green, there are actually folks that are going to be keeping an eye on the skies. And I have an inside look here as to how they make the calls for the entire tournament and how to keep folks safe.
You wouldn't know it, but deep in the Broadmoor, down the halls in a hidden office, is a team of meteorologists who have a big job for the 45th U.S. Senior Open, forecasting the weather for the entire event.
The rest of the afternoon here, we're going to see a mixture of sunshine with clouds moving in from our southwest.
This is Brian Conrad, meteorologist and general manager for Fore, a weather company that forecasts for the USGA events and this year's U.S. Senior Open.
In reality, we're here for safety. We're here to make sure that fans, players, and staff working on site are in no way put in any kind of danger when it comes to electricity moving through the area.
His job is to monitor everything the atmosphere can throw at the event.
Our big thing here is wind for the course setup and for how it's playing. Temperature, not necessarily as big an issue because they're going to be playing through it anyway, and whether or not they're going to have rain, and then the big thing obviously is electricity.
He's been traveling with the USGA for 5 years now, and in that time he's seen a lot.
With this group, Ben Kimball and I set the most suspensions we had in a championship prior to match play taking place. So over the first 2 days, we had 9 suspensions. And that Friday, we saw 1,400 lightning strikes within 20 miles of the course in an hour and a half.
And with all the potential for severe weather, that can be a lot for players and spectators alike. So when there are severe storms, they have their own alert system to keep everyone at the event safe.
Because it's kind of spread out where the vans are, we're looking probably at a 30-minute lead time, which again, pop-ups is difficult to work with, which is why we put in place our different alert warnings. Alert 2 is essentially a watch, which means in the next 2 hours, conditions are ripe for something to take place.
So you can focus less on storms and more on the action at the hole. And they don't just stop at the tournament. Apparently, the players also ask for forecasts on and off the green.
Oh yeah, they do that all the time, especially when they're traveling at the end of the week. If they're going to places where there might be snow impacting their travel, they'll come up and ask for that kind of stuff. That's just the way it is.
So now you know, as the tournament keeps on going through the rest of the week and into the weekend, there will always be somebody making sure that you are safe. For Fox 21 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Megan Montero.